Hello? Oh, I gotta lower the volume. It's very loud. Okay, that should be better. Hi. We are live. Let me grab a link for everyone. No drop frames, that's good. Game looks frozen, I promise it's not though. We're gonna go back to it right now. Boom. Okay, so let me pop back in here. Just 1 second. Okay, do the full screen trick again. I'm gonna hang on for just a little bit because wait for some people to join in, but yeah, it just hit 12 o'clock, I think. Yeah, 12:01. So we'll wait up for a few people. Oh, we got some lag. But today, just depending on the state of creator mode 2, I was playing with it this morning and testing. Seems okay. Like we'll be able to make a small world. We have some small things with scaling and stuff right now, but I should be able to work around that. So we're gonna do our best to we're gonna do our best to make a world, just a couple minutes, just a little bit of a warm-up level here. So I can't keep eyes on the Discord right now at the same time. Actually, maybe I have to split the screen because I would like to look at the chat too. So after this level, I'm just gonna alt tab out for a second and split this up. Put this here. Do this. Perfect. And this. So Discord and YouTube up. Okay. Are we back? Yes, we're back. Okay. So once this level loads, we're gonna jump out. I'm watching now. This is awesome. Thank you. Say hello in the chat. Please say hello. I'll play this level. This is like a big fan favorite level. So I'll play this ball level. Basically, it's an elimination mode. You have to be the last player standing up here. It's just me right now. So me against the balls and the clock. But we're going to try to make it to 0 seconds and win. I know that in order to chat, you have to log into your YouTube account. But please log in, say what's up, ask some questions. We'll answer as best as we possibly can. And in addition to that, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, please. We're just in the process of growing our YouTube channel, and it would mean a lot to us if you liked the video and subscribed, if you like the content. Growth is good for all of us, right? We're trying to make a product that is valuable to everyone here, all of the contributors. So the more eyes we have on the radar, the better chances to grow. Let us play. Is the avatar the initial NFT? I'm actually gonna refresh this 1 second. And F11 back in, tab back in. So the VI, these are called VI, will be NFT, yes. Okay, we're gonna build a game. This is our creator mode. For all of the first time viewers, sorry that you didn't get to see more gameplay, but if you take a look at our last live stream from Tuesday, 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, you will see that we played a lot there. We did mess around in creator mode a little bit, but it was mostly focused on gameplay. But I want to try and design a world in an hour, so I'm gonna hop right into creator mode. We're gonna do pathways. So I have a little bit of a level for or an idea for a level. Love the skull. Let's build. Let's do it. Okay. So this is creator mode. You start off with a template, and then you can go in and edit it. So I'm going to be working a little bit fast here, but any questions that you have, please ask. Just because we only have like a bit of an hour, maybe a little bit more. I might miss Scrum. If Friday's listening, I might miss Scrum. Ooh, that's a bug. Okay. Well, we might have to fix this bug because this is just duplicating after I delete those, right? This should go away. Oh no, we got to reload into this. Okay, so we have a bit of an issue with one of our templates, but we're going to reload in and I'll work with it, no problem. Hey man, get on the live above. Building a level now and the game looks incredible. So we'll go and make another race mode. Hopefully it doesn't path track. It's fine. Change the name after. Hopefully it doesn't bug out like that again. But if it does, we might have to... But I can probably use these. I think it happens when I delete this. So I'll rotate these 90. And this 90 as well. And mind you, we have a lot of different ways to do things here. Like you can use the arrows to rotate. You can also use the text field. But we have some bugs going on right now because we just implemented a feature called multi-select where you can move multiple objects around at the same time. Like you literally shift click it as you would something in File Explorer or whatever on your MacBook, right? Or wherever you are. But yeah, we have just some bugs introduced. You're seeing like the latest and greatest here, right? So you're seeing the newest build, which is why it's a dev build, you know, it's not a live build, which is why. Okay, so let me just try and run into this. Okay, so the physics are working, but the that's a little bit, but we're still going to be able to do what we want to do. So basically what we want to do here is at the tree, we want to split the race up into 3 paths. So I'm going to take this and we want to be able to like, we're going to stretch this out too. So we're going to scale this. And again, I'm working very fast right now, but please bear with me and ask questions if you have them. This will, it should like pop out. I don't know why. Usually you can scale the start platform, but that might be a bug that we're looking at right now. Okay. Well, I'll use these and scale it as best as I can with these for the moment. Just a little bit, a few bugs introduced with the multi-select tool, but no big deal. We'll get those fixed. So basically what I want to happen is I want you to like spread out on the start platform, which there's no guarantee because it's random, right? But when you do spread out, and I don't want you to spawn there, so I'm going to scale that back. Scale again. And bring this in just a little bit more. Now we can move it back here. Perfect. Perfect. This over. Scale it a little bit more. So it's a little bit smaller, just a little bit bigger. Okay. Usually this is a lot easier, but like I said, just a few bugs right now, but no big deal. But we're gonna get to the point of it. Okay, so I want you to, my avatar, there we go. I want you to basically spawn out randomly across the start platform, which looks like we're in a decent place to do now. Just trying to bring that a little bit closer to that wall. And maybe more in the middle here. Okay. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be 3 pathways you can take, left, mid, right. So we'll go ahead and scale this down as well. And then we're going to have to make these like longer too. Bring this all the way over here. Make it a little bit longer so we can use these walls. I would like to use different textures for the walls, like maybe you know, left side is brick, middle is stone, and then right side is like we have a snow wall texture, but I can't delete these at the moment just because of the bug that we just saw. So I'm gonna leave this as is. Bring this a little bit closer. We're gonna have to scale it back out, right? But basically what we're trying to do is make 3 pathways. That's what we're trying to do first. Okay. And then after the pathways are made, we can go ahead and start designing what is in each pathway. But basically I want it to be 3 different paths to be able to take. And of course you're gonna have choice as to which one you can take, but in a race, as many of you may know, the straight, like running straight, is always the fastest path. And no worries, do you want me to find an old build that is more stable? You should be able to reload your parallel with it. I should be okay, but if it becomes a little bit more frustrating, yeah, sure. I think we're gonna have to go pretty far back to before multi-select, just because some of this is because of multi-select. But let's just go back a couple and then rescale this. I can use the numbers as well. So that's great about our creator mode, is that we have a number of different ways that you can edit objects. And as you see, our object hitbox is a little bit. Let's just try and use text input. Text input's also not working, but it's okay. We can scale by hand. That is working. Just it's a little bit weird right now. Smaller, just a little bit smaller. Okay, we're gonna move it, so that's not bad. We can get the placement perfect later. Like, I can always reload this level, and I'll show you that too. Your level is saved in your browser cache, so you know, if you want to be able to reload, you can. So we want to put it right about at the tree, and then we're gonna get this one and do the same thing. And again, you can line these up perfectly later so that, you know, they line up symmetrically. But for the time being, since we're working fast, we're just gonna leave them a little bit rough. And we're fighting the editing tools as well, but no problem. Again, this is our live build, so there's going to be some bugs on the fly, but many of you have played this already, some of you, and you've seen what you can make in here already, what some people have made in here. The middle's a little bit too big, but that's okay. We can add a little bit more of an obstacle in the middle, and I feel like the middle's going to be the path that more people take, so I don't want it to be too squished. That doesn't mean that I don't want all three to be the same, but you kind of have to take a look at how players are going to play your level 2. So we just go one in and one in, and design it around that as well. So now we have 3 pathways. They're not the longest, so we'll go ahead and we definitely want to make this longer, but we can start making the pathways, right? And I'll drag this out a little bit further because we just want to make a little bit of a longer race here. So this is our goal platform, is the thing that we're going to cross at the end. And that's essentially where the level will end when people start to cross that. So we can scale that, and this scaling should work. What I can also do, just for the time being, is I can show you how to add things too. But look, yeah, this scaling works. No problem. Just to make the level longer, right? Ideally here, what you do though is you'd input a number, and the number of the scale will change on the fly. But because of that multi-select stuff, it's just a little bit. But then it will update after, as you can see. That updated the X, right? So it updates, working. Okay, so let's go ahead and start designing these 3 paths. Okay, it looks like I got a new build. So what I can do is I'm going to save this, and it actually auto-saves. Like if you go to Control S, you get a nice little pop-up here that says ViWorld auto-saves because it saves in your cache. So I'll go ahead and exit and close out of this. Open up. I gotta have 2 open. So let me grab the build at Friday. So thank you, Friday. Okay, copy this link. 1 second. We're gonna F11. Tab into this. Take a sip of our coffee. And you hit load. Oh, that didn't work. You hit load, and path track is there, the level we were working on. So there we go. Boom, there's our level. So anytime we update the game or anything like that, you'll be able to access your level. Perfect. This is, I can already tell it's going to work a lot better. So as you can see here, the scaling and stuff works a lot better. And now, hey, if we want to pull these out and bring them back to where they were, and we're going to take a look at the questions. I see a lot of you. Hussein, hello, welcome. Welcome back, Hussein. I see a lot of you asking questions in Discord too. Jay Blake. So it will be multiplayer. How many per race? If you built the level, surely that's a great advantage. What do you get for winning races? So many questions. A lot of questions, but no problem. That's what we're here for, to answer them, right? Yeah, you'll definitely have an advantage if you make your level. But hey, the teacher is not always the master, right? Usually the student is. So you'll know the tips and tricks, but at the same time, I'm sure it's going to be great to get your level out there into the wild, which we'll show you how to do later. You literally just hit export up here, and your level, boom, is out there into the wild. And you can go ahead and send it to people so that they can play it. Let me just drag this out. I think this should be long enough for the race because we're going to have to go ahead and design 3 pathways right now, challenging pathways. So this is long enough for the purpose of the stream, but we're also going to try and pop this here. Just a little bit closer. Okay. And then scale it. And that scaling works very well. And we're also in the plans is a fly mode, but a little bit of a trick I can show you for that right now. So yeah, that'll stretch across so that you can cross that like that. Actually, we're going to have to bring that in because we're going to scale this out. But yes, we will be working on a fly mode so that I don't want you to just do this. Do this. Oh, it looks like our scale got stuck there. fixed it. And then you can always fine tune it, right, to bring it exactly there. Scale this. This is like mint level design. I work much differently on stream as I do in Cocos. It's gotta be, everything's gotta be picture perfect on stream. And Cocos just set it and forget it and fix it later. We'll do a Coco stream too. I have to talk to Friday and also our CTO, Smasher. People have been asking to see our engine, the avatar, the values that we added there. So that's definitely one thing I want to show on stream one day. So just quickly in regards to the trick that I said. We don't have fly mode yet, but you can increase your camera distance, so we can kind of zoom this out, and editing things is going to be a little bit easier. And then obviously you could play the level like this, but this is not great for performance because the camera has more objects exposed and has to load more. But you go ahead and change that back when you're done to a more zoomed in value. So this helps a little bit just at the start, and it gives you a much broader view of your level, and then you can start to, like, you know, place things a little bit better now that you have a little bit better of a view. Okay, so let's start working on the pathways. What do we want to do first? Left, mid, right. Let's go left. So now we get into our objects, and there's a bunch of things that you can place here, right? We have left. All right, Jay Blake. Thinking alike. We have a number of different objects that you can place, a number of different booster objects that you can place, a number of different death objects or death obstacles that you can place. These will kill you on hit, some of these. These will boost you or give you some movement ability. These are a little bit more of terrain objects. You can still use them to navigate around. In fact, there's even lava in here, which kills you. So it really depends. There's a number of things we can do with this level, right? And we want to make not like a three-dimensional level. And by that, I'm using the term like in terms of one-dimensional, where it's just, hey, 3 different paths and you run and navigate the obstacles, because each path here is going to have unique obstacles. But I want to create a little bit of fun too. So I'm going to add a little bit of verticality. So that you can, if halfway through your path you want to cross paths, you can. But let's just focus on this path right now, and we're going to go with something super simple just to show off the creator mode, and we're going to do lava, right? Because lava is a great thing to have to move around, but we're going to make it a little bit challenging, lift it up a little bit, and really, I don't know if the text input works in this, but what we want is -499. No, that was, we have an undo button, right? So this is what we want. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Great. So it's just a little bit above. And then we're going to stretch it out, okay? So that it touches that wall, touches that wall. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. And we're going to take a look at our jump. So we can clear that. But it's pretty close. And we don't want to make this too difficult either. We're going to go for, let's say, a easy to medium difficulty level right now. So if it was hard, I'd do that. And maybe you'd have to dive across. But we're not going to go for hard mode. We're going to go for easy medium. And then we'll move it, just thinking of like the player coming from this part, and actually scaling this is going to be a lot easier now, so we'll do that. Thinking of the player coming from this part of the start platform. We want to give them a little bit of time to see their object and not just run into something a la Dark Souls. So that's, I think, a good balance there and a good amount of jump to be pressed. Might make it a little bit smaller later, but we'll see. So just to start, that'll be lava, and we'll give you a couple of ways of crossing through that lava as well. So what I mean by that is we'll go ahead and place a floor object. We already have stone, so we can do like a grass patch or even like a candy patch here. And we're gonna have to bring this up on the Y just a little bit, and we're gonna make it smaller, just so if you do want to run across, you can, but you can also jump across. Right? And we're going to do 2 of these paths. So we can also copy and paste. Boom. Showing off a number of the different tools that we have here. I got to scale this a little bit. So I'm going to match this with this was -499, right? So we're going to copy this value. I don't know if we can get the negative in there. We can. And we're just going to put this a little bit higher at -498. And it should... Oh, that didn't work. That was lower. That should be okay for now. We'll fine tune it later. But anyways, we're going to delete this one because we didn't scale this one yet. So basically we want to scale it to match the lava as well. So that's matching the lava now. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller because I really want you to jump across these. I want it to be about the length of the avatar because jumping across it is very easy. But if you don't like jumping, we're going to create a number of ways that you can play this level. Jumping is going to be the advantage though. Like using the skilled form of movement, that's going to be it. That's going to be the one. But if you don't want to, you can do that too. Okay. You can do that too. And we'll fix that later with the, just to sit flush. But anyways. We'll leave it like that for now. So we got a couple of ways that you can cross through running, right? We have our lava path, and you can also jump across. So after the lava path, what I'm trying to essentially do is make it more difficult and difficult as we go along. And a good thing to do is you're going to be able to die in this race, but since we're going easy medium, when you die, you don't die for good. You come back and you're going to respawn. But the question is, where do you respawn? So if it was a hard level race, maybe you'd have to start at the beginning again. A la Fall Guys, where you're racing, like you're doing the tile obstacles. But in this level, since we're going medium, easy medium, we're going to add checkpoints after our major obstacles. And that was a pretty major obstacle, I guess the first one. We're going to scale this up. Okay. And basically, once you cross this checkpoint, you will be able to, and I don't want you to cross it like to cheese it, right, after. So I want to bring it a little bit further out and put it at a point where it's a nice balance between this obstacle and the next one, okay? So now you've crossed this and you're alive. But sometimes people might want to cheese something like to jump and then they just boom, hit it. But no, I want you to fully and cleanly cross this before you hit that, right? So we're going to put it a little bit, like a few steps after the obstacle, okay? And that's good right there. And then we can start working on our next obstacle. So once you hit this checkpoint, you'll respawn here. You always respawn at the last checkpoint placed. So in this case, if I'm taking left, I'll hit this. But if I go and now, let's say maybe we do an obstacle where you can cross back over in. If I go and cross over to another section and hit another checkpoint, it will become that checkpoint, even if the checkpoint is behind in the level. So if I hit a checkpoint over here, boom, I'll respawn at that checkpoint. It's always the last one that you cross. So I'm going to move a little bit further up here. And now we want to go for some verticality. And when you're designing a level like this, you first take a drink of your coffee. It's cold. And then what you do is you think, hey, what am I working with here? I have all of these obstacles, but what are the mechanics of the game, like the core mechanics? So we have a run, we have a jump, and we have a dive. So far, we've used the jump. Obviously, we're running, right? We haven't really had to use the dive, but I want to use the jump in a little bit of a different way now. I want to do some platforming on the left side. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some objects that you have to jump around. And we're going to make it a little bit more difficult. So we're actually going to use a wall texture here. And we'll use a winter wall. And you can use really anything, whether it's a wall or a platform. Like, it doesn't have to be a platform here to platform on top of. If you want to go ahead and, you know, adjust this wall to be something more like a platform, you can do that. You can definitely make this like a, you know, let's say a 1 by 1 by 1. And now it's a block, right? But we're going to scale this. We want it to be a little bit bigger. And what I want to do is I want to funnel people out to the left and the right here, okay? So that there's some movement as well. So middle is going to be like a no-go zone, okay? But that's a little bit too big. I don't want to funnel them that hard. And we're going to try and match this to the for a very specific reason to the top here, and we'll bring it back here. Okay, so now we can't go middle because it's blocked, but we're gonna make sure that people can go left and right. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this here a little bit closer because we want to use more of our level. And what I can do is I can add another block in for sure, but I can also copy paste this one and just work with that. Maybe it depends how you like to work. If you like copy pasting, if you like dragging in new objects, and we're going to be able to jump on top of this, right? But we want to be able to get on top of this too. And for what reason you're saying? I want to be able to cross paths here and use my verticality. Like to, let's say, if I like the lava and I like the jumping portion, but we're going to make the portion on the left at the end super hard here, let's say, or harder. I don't like that part because it involves, let's say, maybe we're going to do moving objects, and I would rather do something on this side where it's avoid more lava or something like that. We're going to give you a multitude of ways to play the level so you can cross over. Okay, and there's not really a death obstacle here. This is just going to be like a quick and simple platformer, but you have a very important decision and choice to make here, right? We'll scale this up now. Doesn't really matter if it goes below the level, but just to keep things clean, as you can see when like kind of textures cross over, you get a little bit of a flashing thing there. And now this is the beauty of this is we want to copy that exact same height for this. And this is really where copy and paste shines, is you just copy and paste that and it's the same height. And as you can tell, this is not exactly centered. We can do some math, but we're not going to do that live on stream because we're not prepared for that. We need more coffee before we start working with numbers. But I'm going to scale this and I'll bring it out a little bit, and that kind of scales both sides, which is okay. You can cross over just a little bit. But anyways, we'll fine tune that later. As I said, usually the polish pass at the end. So a little bit, the height got adjusted there too, I think on that left one. But let me check the height here. I think it popped down. Yeah, so that was, I think, lower before. Pretty sure. Just a little bit. Okay, now I got that jump. Now I got that jump. The height of this is... There's a little bit of a gap there. Let's move this over. Sorry. The Z. Okay, so now we take a look at the height and try and match that. They looked about this. No, they're different. Okay, it was 0.5, right? I'm pretty sure they're both 0.5. Okay, cool. So we'll scale this out just so it matches, and now the heights are the same. I think this is a little bit taller now, but you can still make that jump with a max jump, so that's fine. Really, that jump can be pretty much cleared, I think, with a dive as well, which is cool. That's fine if that's what you want to do, because we're going to make this next section here a little bit harder. That one was, a little bit easier. So right now there's no purpose to cross over, but we'll see that in just a second. And like looking at the angle of the jump that you're going to have to make, like we're going to try and make it a little bit difficult to land over here as well. No, I got to run around. And this is where fly mode's going to shine when we get that in. But yeah. We got our initial obstacle here with the lava and the platforms, a little bit of platforming here, give you a choice to jump across. And that's not going to be evident at first. You're going to say, hey, why is this? Maybe I'm just blocked, but you're going to start to see people developing a meta or something like that. So yeah. So here, do you think we need a checkpoint? I mean, hey, really, we didn't add anything too dangerous, but I think it's always nice, especially in an easier to medium level, or like an easy to medium difficulty level. So we'll add that checkpoint here. Give people a few steps before they do hit that checkpoint. And then now the final obstacle on the left side, or one of the final kind of things, because we got a lot of space here for one more obstacle. So maybe we can do two. I think we can do two. We can fit two in. We should try and make it symmetrical, just from a balance perspective, where there's, hey, if there's going to be 4 obstacles here, there's 4 obstacles on all of them. We got... I'm missing scrum, so we got more than half an hour. That's fine. But we'll go ahead and do another obstacle here. And we can do something fun with movement, but we've already given you the chance to kind of like to jump over here. And I do want to show off the kind of movement stuff, but here it's a bit of a platform, so maybe here we'll do some movement. So here I think we got to do something that's a little bit harder. So what we can do is, let me have a quick think. I like pendulums. Those are, I think, one of the best obstacles because it involves timing your movement, and I think a lot of people feel rewarded when they, get the exact timing and move through. But I think I want to do something with braking. That would mean that I would have to pair it with something, so like lava or water. Or I could also shorten the platform and add braking. But I think for the purpose of quickness, I don't want to add lava again. Okay, we can do that. That's cool. So maybe you don't die, but what we do is we have slime somewhere. Slime. Okay, so we'll add slime here. Okay, and I'm just trying to think. I don't want this to be too similar to the lava. And if that's in another section, that's okay. So we'll add the slime somewhere else. But for this section, we'll go with the pendulums. I think that's a good play here. Okay, this is going to be hard. This section is going to be hard. I've decided. Okay, so we got a laser door. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that you can take the left and the right or the middle. But regardless of what you do, you're going to have to avoid an obstacle. And I know I said easy to medium, and this looks a little bit harder than that, but sorry. It's been too easy so far up to this point. Okay, so 2 laser doors on the left and the right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a pendulum in the middle. And that'll be an axe here. And we can adjust the timing on this later, because within creator mode, you can't really see some things moving. Like you won't see these lasers move up and down on the door. Boom, boom. So you're going to have to either go underneath them, which I'm going to adjust the height to make it a little bit easier. Pull that up so that you can, clear that. Or you can jump over them. And I'm going to delete this just so I get everything right and copy paste this. La copy pasta. Okay. Boom. Okay. So this axe is going to swing left and right. I wanted to give you... Actually, I think what's going to happen is... Okay, so the angle should be... We can test this later, but we're going to have to adjust the angle here. Somewhere in the middle here. Like that. Perfect. So the angle should be... And here we get into editing properties on things. Oh, I hit export by accident. Right. Here we get into editing properties on things. So angle. So 30 means like it's going to go 30 degrees high, right? And that's back and forth as it swings. But we want it to be a little bit more on the 45. I'm just going to check this out quickly and show you how it works. So now you see that angle is about 45 degrees left and right, okay? And I think that we might have to sync up the timing too with like a timing delay. But you can, I think the middle is going to be a bit easier here. It all really depends on where you are at this point. And I think a lot of people are going to be on the left and the right. So they might go for the doors, the laser doors that is, and like wait. But as you can see, that laser door is not going to be easy to get through, right? Because you're going to have to time it. We don't want you waiting here forever either. So I think that's pretty good. But what I'm going to do is speed it up a little bit. So the angle's 45. Maybe decrease the angle a little bit because we have those laser doors there already. So decrease the angle, 40, and the duration to 1 so that it's a little bit faster. So duration is basically, it's going to hit that 40 degree angle in 1 second or 2 seconds or whatever you set it to. So that is moving a lot faster. Let's go for a 1.5. 1 second makes a huge difference, right? So we grab that, try and do 0.5. We should be able to. Nice, it worked. So now it should be somewhere in the middle. There we go. That's a good speed for easy medium. Okay, so we stop that because now we have to get back into editing our level. Something to push you back. That's cool too. Okay, we can do that for the next one just before you hit the end, like a bumper or something. Cool. Feel free to keep feeding ideas here because I just had the idea for like a level with pathways. But yeah, I'd be happy to hear what you want to see, and we'll go ahead and try and make obstacles out of that for our race here. So another checkpoint here, and then just another quick one, another quick small one for the final push on the left anyways. Okay, and I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer, just fighting with the camera here, but a little bit closer like that is perfect. And then pull it up. Okay, so there's our checkpoint, and then the final obstacle here. There won't be a checkpoint because it's the goal, but we'll have, as you said, some pushers here, some bumpers or something like that. We don't have moving objects in here yet. What you can do is when I show up for Coco Stream, just let me take a quick drink of water first. You can add like movement objects to these items so that the bumper will move. But at the moment we don't have that, so it's just a static bumper. You'll basically be able to put like a point where you want the object to move to. So if I want the bumper to be going left and right here, as you've seen in some of our levels, you'll be able to do that. Fukuyama, hello, welcome. Okay, so the cannon's a lot of fun too, but I think we're gonna go for a bumper here and maybe some pyramids. Okay, so we'll add pyramids, maybe make it so that it's like a tight thing that you have to work through here. Okay, and we want to add a little bit of danger. You know, it's the last thing, and it is a home stretch, but you know, I want to be able to, let's say, jump on top of this and then boom, cross the finish line. Like, you know, if you time that jump, you should get rewarded, kind of thing. But we're not going to make it easy to, and in order to do that, we're going to increase the height on this a little bit. Okay, so that's too high. That might be too low. Oh, I sunk it into the ground by accident. Rip. Okay. I think that's the same height. That's good. I want it a little bit higher. Just a little bit. BOR red. Below. Scale. I think that's it. Perfect. So it has to be a perfect jump, or else you literally get yeeted back, right? So that's good. And we can copy that and paste it here. Okay, so there's a couple of bumpers here. But, you know, that's too easy, right? You can just run, jump, and dive. So in order to prevent that, what we're going to do here, we can add another bumper, like along the side of the wall, literally engulfed in the wall. And then maybe it's like half coming out of the wall. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's see what I can do here. Lava's always good, but can we do? Ah, a piston. Perfect. Okay, so a piston is an object that comes out of the wall. And that should kind of work to... But you see, I want to time it so that the piston... Because like if I get jammed between this and the piston, then I'm just gonna... I want to be able to... I want it to shoot you back out here, right? So we're going to place the piston a little bit further this way. Okay. And what's the timing and everything on this? Retraction speed's at 10. So let's just take a look at this before, because we're going to have to flip this and do it on the other side. Okay. So in order to balance it and take a look at it, I don't want to die here. But basically what I'm planning to do is run through, boom, and get pushed, right? And then I have to make it through again. And we're going to do something here in the middle. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Hello guys, Cryptolius, welcome. Merhaba. Hello, am I back? Can you hear me? I cannot hear you, Maestro. Yeah. Don't worry. Can you guys hear me? I think my mic should be okay. Mute, unmute. Let me just make sure my mic's working. 1 second. Testing. Yeah, my mic's working. Okay. Maybe I muted for a second, or Fukuyama, I don't know what happened. But I have to bring YouTube back up. 1 second. Okay, now we're back in the game. Okay, so okay for me, Emery. Thank you. I'm not sure why you can't hear me. We want to increase the power on this. It's not fast enough, I think. Just a little bit faster. And basically, we want you to get, yeeted out here. So we're going to bring it back just a little bit more. And we'll copy it on this side. And then we're going to do something in the middle too. Okay. So that it's a little bit more, maybe we'll increase the width on these so that it's tighter through the middle. Okay. So lighting the clock here. But we'll be okay. Homer, hello. I think we got like a lot of Turkish viewers in here right now. Pretty sure. Okay, copy paste that, and we're gonna flip it. Okay. So by flipping it, I mean we're gonna rotate it, and you can see that you can rotate an object a number. No, I don't want to do that. I want to rotate the face. Yes. A number of ways, and one way is using the arrows, or you can use the numbers. It's about right. Okay, we'll just go ahead and match the speeds after, but the extension speed, okay, so we wanted to increase this a little bit. I think retraction speed was okay. We don't want it to be too fast, but really I want the extension speed to be the thing that that gets you when it's coming out. So 30 and then 30, and we can always tune that after. And then in the middle here, you're gonna have to really tightly work your way across. Okay, so we're scaling that, we're scaling that one out. Okay, that's too easy. Let's see. Okay, no, a little bit too much there. So let's try and bring that down just 1 and 1. Too hard, sorry. Back up. No, I keep editing the wrong value in my mouse. Okay, just a little bit, maybe one more here, one more here. Oh man. Okay, I'm making this too hard. We'll go 2. There we go. That should be good. Kind of work your way through the middle here, like perfectly, right? And again, you can always jump, right? But I feel like the middle is going to be easier if everyone times the jump. So that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. And we can also just a little bit here to like make you really have to jump. Just add a little bit of slime here. Just in the middle. Okay. Move this down. Slime slows you when you go through it. You'll be able to see that once we start to play the level live. Okay, so there we go. That's our final obstacle there. And then you cross the finish line. And maybe you win. We'll see. Okay, so just want to see if I time this jump here perfectly so you can dive across. It works. All right, so left is done. Now we can move to the right. We'll do the center last. Okay? But that's the left. Just some quick platforms, some terrain obstacles, some timing there, and then a little bit more of a difficult one there at the end. But let's see. Those are too fast. Maybe the pushers might be too fast. No, that's good. That's good. I think that's a good level of difficulty there with the pushers. Very similar concepts here with something in the middle and something on the left and the right. But we're just working really quick and, not sketching any of this down. So, see, that's good. That's good. So while there is variation in the objects, the kind of challenges are similar, but that's okay. We'll move through the middle now. And what we can do is with our multi-select tool, 1, okay, 2, oh, we don't have multi-select in this build. That's okay. But in the other build, I wanted to use multi-select, but that's okay. We'll be able to select all 3 of these checkpoints, copy them and paste them so that you can just take them and line them up with their previous points. But we can just do this on an individual, like 1-by-1 basis right now. That's fine. Multi-select is available, but it's in a bit of a later build, as you saw with some bugs. So this build's working a lot better. It's a little bit cleaner. We're just going to copy paste. Oh, you cannot copy paste the checkpoint? Yes, you can. Okay, just so we know where our checkpoints are, because it's going to help to guide us as a reference in designing our level here. I can just copy that X value to 25. And we're going to scale this. And I think it has to be a little bit higher for this. Like there. And we'll scale it to. That'll fix a lot right now. Okay, so it's at about the same point. We go through there. So we have to develop a first, or design a first obstacle here. Turkey. Merhaba. Is it merhaba? Hello, guys. I know our Turkish community is huge. Huge. Okay, so what do we want to do here? So in this level, our cross point, or this path, the left path, our cross point is the second obstacle. In the first path, let's make it the first. In the middle path, let's make it the first. And we can do this with something funny here, like a movement obstacle. Just so you can cross over there a little bit earlier. You might say, what's the point of that? Right now, I don't know. Because, like, if the people on the left have to take the lava, but the people in the middle can just use a trampoline or something, like that might just break things. So I do want to use some of these movement obstacles, or these movement objects, but we have to think of a very safe way of doing it. I know there's something you should have a lot of fun with, but it's got to be safe. So we can make it like dangerous too. That's what we'll do. Make it a little bit dangerous. How are we going to do that? I'm thinking about that right now. This is where design has to take a step back and like just think a little bit. We like danger. So do I. Is the best spot for a trampoline like the very first thing? Because if it is, then everyone's just going to gravitate to the trampoline. But if you have to do some work before you get to the trampoline, I think that could be cool. So, okay, we'll go ahead and we're not going to let you jump on a trampoline right away. Okay, so here we have lava. I don't want the first thing to be timing oriented. Like I want you to be able to cross it with your skill. Like here, you can just cross it with your skill. But drawbridges are really cool because it's like you have to wait for them to come down, or you can also use a jump. But I think here, what I want to do is like breakable platform could be really cool. And that'll break and maybe it'll fall through and die, or like we could place water, but then it's the same as the lava, right? Okay, that's a no. We gotta create some variation here. Hey, Zex, hello, welcome back. Nice to see you again. We're working on a level here, designing 3 different paths in a race. Okay. The force field is very like, oh, I think I have an idea. Okay. I think I just found a little bit late, but I think I just found the motivation for my level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this, okay? And our level's gonna be called, we're gonna rename our level, okay? It's gonna be called Earth, Wind, and Fire, okay? So we're gonna change this. I know, I'm going through changes, but you set the break speed. Yes, so I'll show you that. No, sorry. There's a number of things you can set on those, and I'll actually show you because we're going to use them literally right now, Jay Blake, right after we change this. So this, since we're doing Earth, Wind, and Fire, this is going to be our Earth, left. Middle is going to be Wind, right is going to be Fire, and you'll see what I'm getting at here, okay? But I have to change this for Water. Water, in this game, it also kills you. Like, imagine you're playing The Legend of Zelda on Game Boy. We can just copy these values, literally. So it was the -499. That's really the important one. So -499, and make sure that's a negative. Okay? And then take the lava and delete it. Okay, so now we got the water. And because we're using water, we're going to have to... change these candy obstacles because they're a little bit hard to see. So we'll change them to, you can use a wall texture, like that one's good. Also like a stone path. If I flip this, so you can take this and rotate it, right? So on the X, boom, 90 degrees, and then we'll scale it to match. Okay, let's move it first, so we move it next to it and use it as a reference. Bring it down. Okay, just fighting with the camera, but it's okay. That's also, I'm colorblind, so this is not good. I really just want it to be red or green because that looked too similar. So we're gonna delete one of these, we'll recreate this. And this texture, and we'll flip this. Okay, 90. And also so that the pathway is like moving the same way, we'll flip that to a 0. Okay. And I really like the size of this. Okay, bring up that. I'm just gonna try and like, I mean the scale is okay, so 1.5, 1, 3.5. And eventually what we'll be able to do is switch textures. 1.5, 1, 3.5. But I don't know if this is going to scale the same way because it's not. No, right. So if I do that, I'm just going to have to scale it like this. It's because it's scaled like this is rotated, whereas that one is. But that's okay. It's a little bit smaller. Make the path go up and down into the water so it's above for a few seconds, and you have to time it right. So that would involve like adding a movement object, which you're going to be able to do at some point. Creator mode, we can't do that right now. I think we might have some objects that, like the drawbridge moves up and down. right? Which I'll show you that. That's really cool. So we'll use the drawbridge in the air. But right now, I just want something easy. But yes, essentially the timing there, you'll be able to do with a movement object or with something like a drawbridge. Okay, that's not bad. We can copy paste that in just a second. Pop it out here. Bring it down a little bit. Perfect. That's it. Okay. So delete this. Copy paste that. Oh, the music ended. 1 second. Okay, so what was the Y here? Just so we get that right. Negative 3.0. The Y is the most important thing for these. And then these we can line up like that. And then bring this a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, so Earth. Now we move on to Wind. That's not really symmetrical, but that's okay. So now how are we going to do Earth, Wind, and Fire? Well, you're going to be... oh, man. I think Fire is just going to be like incredibly difficult, but that's okay. That's okay. It's your choice to take whichever one you want. So here's Wind, okay? But the thing is, for Wind, I'm going to have to... jump on top of here to design it. And that's okay. We can do that. I think I'll be okay. But basically, it's going to be out in the open. Okay. Actually, you know what? We can start from here. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. I need some water. Basically, Wind's going to be out in the open, and Fire is just going to be a huge lava path. Okay, so I'll add that lava path now, just so we have it. Scaling this is going to be... I can add it on top of the grass, right? I could do that. But no, it has to be fire. It has to be just pure lava. So we're going to scale this out here. Okay. Oh, people are not going to like the lava path, but it's okay. There's going to be things over the lava path. And I think lava and... that's going to be hard. People are going to be pissed. This is going to be the easiest one, but it's okay. It's okay. It's going to ruin Earth, Wind, and Fire if we don't do it, so we have to. But it's okay. We can find ways to balance it, right? We're going to use trampolines and stuff. All trampolines. Someone is missing stand-up today. I'm definitely missing stand-up today, 100%. But yes, we can add trampolines here. There's going to be some fun movement objects here, right? So anyways, in the air here, we're going to start with... You don't make it easy for yourself. The principles of balance across the three just went out the window when I came up with a concept for Earth, Wind, and Fire. I think Earth is the easiest, Wind is going to be the second easiest, and then Fire is going to be, the medium one, and then Fire is going to be literally hell mode. But we can find ways to make it better. Like we'll add conveyor belts and stuff like that, and breakable objects. So at first here, what we can do is we can add like elements of platforming in the air. We don't obviously want to make it too hard. And you don't want to like right away jump into the abyss, the air. So I'm going to push this out, and we can make you ride on the ice, and you can still see that it's like, you know, it's transparent, and there we go. That's good. At least up until this point, right? And then now we can get into the obstacle, okay? So that one was super easy. So we have to make this easy-ish. So we'll bring it out a little bit further. Just thinking of the balance, like, so we got the ice here. We'll have the lava there. And then we can use the braking platforms. And let me restart the music. 1 second. Is it rip music or F11? Where's my music? Okay. So, braking platforms. Can you see? Everyone good? Now we have a number of different ones that we can use here. I gotta find the right one because different ones do different things. these, someone was asking about changing the timing on them. There's one where you can, okay, so there's break time and there's touches required. So if you want it to break on the first touch, you literally just put it to 0. So what's going to happen here is we want to make it a little bit more difficult for the people who, like, if you spawn in the back, we don't want to make it harder for you per se, but it's definitely like there has to be some level of difficulty there. Okay, so we can up it to like 2, okay, so that it'll break. But again, we're not gonna drag this all the way across like this, like that would be bad. So we're gonna put multiple, okay? So there's gonna be 1, and what's the? It's negative 0.1. Or sorry, was it negative? I didn't even see. Yeah, it was. Okay, good. So, all right, you jump on that breaking platform. We're gonna copy past it, bring it here, and this is where multi-select's really gonna shine, when you gotta like adjust multiple objects. And just to be sure, I'm gonna jump in and test these before I use them all, because, like I was saying, there's a number of different breaking platforms that we have. In fact, I think we can show you some of the different ones that we have here. Breaking platform, breakable platform. So breakable is a little bit better for this level because it's transparent and you can kind of see, not fully transparent, but it has some transparency to it, as you can see the lava there. So you can see the air, but breaking platform is a little bit more solid, and we can use these for sure later on. These are a little bit different in how they perform, and these respawn. These have a respawn cooldown, but I think we can set that to like not respawn as well. But like as you see, you can jump on that and it breaks. And this 1, 2, 3, and then it breaks. So they function a little bit differently. Very similar concepts though. So you just hit the play to test and see how it feels in the game. Exactly like we just did. And that works for everything. But some things actually do work on the fly, like because a trampoline is something where you have to jump on to see how it works. So the trampoline already works, and then if you click on it and increase the power to 500, then you can just jump up here, and now you're much higher. But some things can't be replicated like that within the creator mode, so you have to hit play. But yes, you literally just hit play to see how it works. So we're gonna delete that. I like these a little bit better. And now respawn cooldown. Break time will increase to 1 to like not make it so that you don't fall through right away, because it's supposed to be a little bit easier. And by what I just did is I'll show you 1, 2, and then 3. And now you have a second to hop off before it breaks. Okay? And then it respawns. So I think if I set the respawn cooldown to 0, it should not respawn. And I kind of do want that. But let me just make sure that's what it does. Because I think 0, it should not respawn it immediately, although it might. I'm pretty sure 2, 3, and then boom, it breaks, and it doesn't respawn. Perfect. And you're like, hey, why don't you want it to respawn? Well, this is what you can do here, okay? We're going to try and replicate that section there and give you another layer of ice there so that you can also just jump across, but then we have to scale this down a little bit. I don't know if I like that, actually. I got to think of a cool way of balancing this. Also have to find the right dimensions here. Dimensions. Okay? Dimensions. Okay. Break time to 1. Touches required 3. Respawn cooldown. It can respawn. That's fine. Because you're going to fall through, right? And it's not like you're going to go back to the beginning of the level. Oh, I think I just figured out what I want to do here. I kind of like that. It's a little bit harder, but I kind of like that. You know those levels where like you're on one path and then there's kind of like a laser or something, or maybe the path disappears and then you have to jump onto the other path. I like that. So that there's going to be multiple pathways here. But what we'll do is we'll create some variation in the object then. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use. Oh, that's actually interesting. Breaking instant and breaking, you can pair them up. But I like this just to create some variation so that you can see like that they're different. Okay, we'll scale it out. I just gotta match the height in a second here. Negative 0.5 again. No, it was 0.5 or negative 0.5? I didn't even see what that was, sorry. Negative 0.5 is our Y. But I feel like I was there here. And does it match? It doesn't for some reason. Maybe it's the scale. Anyways, I'll bring it up. This first obstacle, as soon as we got into air, started working a little bit differently. It's a little bit more difficult to balance something like this, and like we don't want it to be super hard either, especially because it's the first obstacle. So I'm thinking of even just like, I don't want you to have to. Oh, I know what we can do. You don't want it to be too crazy, right? I like the idea of the braking because it should be easy enough. Like to touch it 3 times, and then I want you to have to jump basically, but I don't want you to have to like make a crazy jump. Like this is gonna be crazy, and I like that. It's gonna be fun. It's also the first obstacle, so we gotta make it. We're gonna do something like this. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're going to add something here, like a drawbridge. Okay, we'll rotate it. We're gonna do this. Scale it down. So you can take the left, you can take the middle, but it's a little bit harder to take the middle, right? Let's just hit play here, and this is going to start to move, and you're coming on off of it from the ice too. Oh, whoa! Do I need? There should be some physicality here. This might be because. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it works. I might have to put something underneath that, or we can use a fan as well. I don't know if the fans are in creator mode, but we can take a look. Move this out here. Okay. Copy this. Paste this. We're just going to get past this part. Just because I think it's okay. Like, it's not too difficult. And now that we've added that section in the middle, I was just thinking of like a way we could do that. Let's hit play. Okay, so I got to center that, but basically you'll have 1 here, 1, 2, and then 3, and then it breaks after a second, or no, 1 more. Hello? Should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Should break. 4. It's 4. Okay, that's a lot. But also you're coming. The hitbox on this is not working as I want it to. So maybe we move from circular treadmill to something a little bit more feasible. Could use conveyor belt, but I don't really want to. Yeah, that's another good idea. We didn't really use slime too much on that, so slime is actually a really good thing to use here, but I have to add grass underneath it. That's fine though. Let me go ahead and add that grass texture. I'm going to read that in just a second, Blake. Or what I'll do is I'll actually add a candy texture, because like you're in the sky, and the sky is just full of candy, right? So, because design. Scale this out. And we're going to make sure that this is not too easy here. Like, the slime's going to make you go slow. And maybe it's also... Scale. Hello. Just trying to get that menu to pop up. 1 second. There we go. Okay. I'm going to scale this out. We'll use this. And then we'll bring that lava here and slap it on top. The lava's got to be the topmost texture. And again, we're going to have to scale this perfectly. Picture perfectly. So this way you cannot... that's okay that there's a little bit of a gap. It doesn't have to sit like extremely flush. Okay. And we're going to drop it down so that this way you can just jump on top of it, because right now... Drop this just a little bit. Drop this on top of it. I think that the lava... Yes, the lava does have to be on top of something, so that's fine. And we'll scale this outward with the bottom texture here, the candy. Scale it out. Okay. Let's just test it quick, and then I'm going to read the comments. 1 second. And yeah, we want to make sure that you're going super slow through this, so that like you're getting like blown past here, basically. But what you might have to do is you might have to jump from one to the other, which that's kind of what I was going for. Where it's like, hey, as you're running, you touch it, right? So you have to jump here, and maybe you switch to this side, and maybe it's broken. Maybe you all end up in the middle because there's a bunch of you taking the middle. So that's good. That's good. I think this is definitely a little bit harder than the left, but you can't die here without this breaking, right? So that's okay. I think it's going for, and I think at 4 touches, that's good enough. And we can always come in and adjust it and balance it later after some gameplay. That's the great part about that. Touches required 3. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done that. You don't make it easy for yourself, so you just hit play yes. Take it down to 1. If there are loads of players, how does the break work? So it's still going to function the same way. Like it has to be balanced based on the amount of people playing the game. But essentially, like break's going to be 3 touches required. So a touch is also a footstep. So like as soon as people come onto this, it's going to be crazy, right? Because it's going to start breaking. So you're going to have to go to the middle, and then someone's going to have to break it, right? For it to respawn, and then it'll respawn. Unless you're just going to have a bunch of people running through the middle here, right? If they break on the left and the right. But that's why you have 2. So hopefully people split. Like if you see, you want to try and balance it. If you see one person here from a skill perspective, there's no one here, you're going to go here, right? So you can take your own path. Or if you want to try and mess them up and touch their thing and make it break and then jump here, you can do that. You can play this a number of different ways. So that's fun. The good part about this is that the ice should give you a little bit of forward velocity. So if people do take the left just to jump past that, you should pass them. But like, this is definitely a lot harder than that. But the thing is, we're going to balance that here, right? So here you have to jump up on top of that thing. You won't have to do that here, okay? We're going to do this. We're going to give you some trampolines. Oh, we could just do like a giant blower. That's cool in the air too. I like that. That's super cool. But then you can dive. Diving is another thing that's going to change everything as well. So, we got to be careful about how we handle that. But anyways, trampolines will be fun here. We can also adjust like the... it can just be a giant trampoline. There's not much creativity there though. We definitely want to do something with that here though. Like anti-grav could be awesome. I think anti-grav is really cool here. But it slows you down too. And at this point we want to give you some speed because the people on the left just... There's a really good way of giving speed. Really good way of giving speed. And that's our booster. Our booster's a lot of fun. Bring this back. Scale this out. Okay. Put it here. Bring it down. I might have to hop onto the wall to edit this because I'm messing with the camera here, but that's good. That's good. Scale it out. Okay. And bring it this way. And what we'll do is we'll rotate it to give you some air. Okay. And how much power is that? I think that's a lot of power. We'll go to 400. Okay. And we're going to add That's okay for it to be airborne here, because we're going to try and shoot you on top of a trampoline. Okay. It's a little bit further out there. And scale that across and this way. Okay, so let's see. Just want to get the timing on that right. But we don't... Oh, that's good. That's good. We don't want you to go too crazy here. Like, that's a little bit too high, right? So that's with a super jump, though. So that's okay. So a bunch of people are going to end up here on the trampoline. And then with the trampoline, you can obviously jump there and take that path if you want, which, hey, that might be beneficial. But then you got a couple of harder obstacles there, right? Or you can take the lava. But that's 400, right? So let's see how high that puts you. Okay, so we can come down to 300. We can come down to 300. And I do want it to be just so you just run on this and you go into the trampoline while you're holding W. So I got to lower the power on that too. So the power on this is going to be, let's try 300. And then the power on this is also going to be 300. No correlation. Or no, sorry, that's 200. So 200. Okay, so let's try and do that again. It should just put me right on. Perfect, 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 perfect. With a super jump, you can hop over. But I feel like people might not have that super jump down. So I'm going to go ahead and readjust that. 250. Okay. Perfect, 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 perfect. Retouches by any player and then it comes back. I got it. Yeah. So that's kind of those editable values you saw there in the properties. Touches required are the number of touches required. So whether that's a jump, a footstep, another player, anything, right? As you saw, I was walking on it and it was counting the footsteps as touches. The break time is the amount of time it takes to break after 3 touches. So I'm going to touch it 3 times and then it's going to take a second to break. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. And then, sorry, it's the 4th touch and then it breaks. It's always 1 after that. So it's going to be 3 touches required and then it breaks on the next touch. Okay. And it takes a second to break. So it gives you some time to get off of it. So now we have this giant booster onto the trampoline. Okay. And we're still in the air here, right? So this next section is going to be pretty challenging here because we want you to be in the air, but anti-grav could be really cool. I think I like that for this section. But there's already so much movement stuff here that I think that might be cheating. Like, it really might be cheating. So, circular treadmill would be awesome. We can't get it to work right now, something with the scaling, but we will. We will for sure. It'll be okay. Drawbridge. I do like the drawbridge here. We can do 2. So we'll rotate this. Okay. It should be opening up like this way. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Something's not straight. I can always... No. Do that. Okay, there we go. That's perfect now. And we're going to bring it down. Bring it across. Do we want 2 drawbridges? Like different to offset the times so that you can hop on one and then not the other, right? I think that's the move. That's ultimately the move. We'll scale this out, okay? And then we'll have to adjust that later, but essentially we copy paste this. Bring it across. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. No. Okay. Let's take a look at how they work. We're gonna have to adjust the timing, but we want to offset, right? So I'll show you how we can offset them. But basically, one's gonna come down, one's gonna go up, one's gonna go up, one's gonna come down. Okay. That's cool for now. And then you're like, hey, where are we going? I just have to, okay, time that. And you know what? I'm gonna make it so that you can just walk onto them, because the air up part is very, very difficult right now. So I'm gonna scale it out so that you can just literally from here, it's pretty quick, right? You can just do that. Boom. And what I'll do is the speed, I think that's too fast. So we want to cut that in half and do that 45. Start delay. So if it's a 45 speed, I just have to basically get it so that one is offset with the other. How long? It pauses for 2 seconds. So let's start delay that for 2 seconds and see how it works. It should be, actually, you know what? We'll do 3. Just so it's not completely offset. But now this should be coming down and that should be going up, right? Okay. That's kind of good. Oh, I didn't adjust the speed on the other one, did I? So I want the speeds to match. You know what? I actually do like. We'll do it perfectly in sync. So this is 45 to, okay, 2. Oh, I did do that. Okay, so then this should just, they should work in sync together. Like, oh no, wait, what happened? No, that's not how they should work. If I put the delay at 2, it shouldn't start for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Oh, maybe 2's not enough. Right, because it pauses. Okay, so it goes up 45 seconds, then it pauses. Okay, so maybe if I do, I had it at 3 though, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. This should be coming down. No, so it's got to be 4 seconds. It's got to be 4 seconds. Oh no, I played by accident. It's got to be 4 seconds. Ah! This lava section is going to be a lot of fun here. 4 seconds, okay? Let's see that. It might be 4.5, but let's see. 4.5, okay. I literally want that one to be coming down. Let's go 5. Let's go 5. Perfect, 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 perfect. Oh, now that's okay though. That's okay, that's okay. It's not perfectly in sync like I want it. Like that should be coming down. Oh, but then what I can do is the pause time on this to 1. Okay, so that after it goes up, it's only 1 second because it's already like it started already. 1. It's just yes, perfect, perfect. See, but that one on the right is going to be harder to get across, though. Just because it's working a little bit faster. And not harder to get across, but it's going to be... Let's see. Ooh, okay, we might have to increase the power here. I don't know what happened. Power 350, 325. Seems to be perfect, but maybe it depends what we're coming off of, right? It's hard to adjust something like that because it's oh, let me a bunch of questions. Wind is all fans over the air and trampolines have. Mustafa, will only NFT holders have a privilege to create games or every player? Good question. When we launch the game, I'm going to let Friday answer that question. But, yeah. All the game designs belong to you, Maestro? No, not all of them. In fact, you can see like within the level who created it. So the ones I created have Maestro in the top left. They have my name there. I think this needs to be a little bit... First of all, I'm going to scale it out just un poco, a little bit. Let's see what that does. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And this, the power, 275, okay? 270. Let's see. You can see Fukuyama in the top left when the level starts who created it. It says created by. So anything that says Maestro is there by me. Did I miss the live stream? Can someone please send Kira the live stream? Can someone please send the link? One of the mods, please. In the chat in Discord. In the chat channel. Even Jay Blake, even if you could do that, please, that would be greatly appreciated. Perfect. Okay, so this is coming down, and I can jump to this one, right? That's okay. And then there's going to be something here, so that's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these a little bit closer to make it easier. Actually, what I'll do is I'll scale them out. Thank you so much, Jay Blake. I'll scale these out. Okay, so that there is air, but not a lot of it. Okay, a little bit better. Because then from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a giant fan, okay? After all, it is the air section, okay? And we have to add our checkpoints too. I should have spaced that a little bit better, but the checkpoint can be different here. It can be like, there's the checkpoint, then we add the checkpoint here. Copy paste this, bring it out, and boom, there's a checkpoint, okay? So some were made by me, some were made by our a level designer, Allegra, that we have on our team. Some were made by some people who were previously at the company. It all depends on the level, and you can see who made the level. So this will scale best at like a 1-to-1 ratio. So we're gonna try 333. It's a giant fan. That's sick. We're gonna try and bring that down. And we want it to be even bigger. We're gonna go 4, 4, 4. Okay. And we can do two of them. That's the idea. Okay. Bring that down. Jump back on here for a second. Bring it out. Okay. Not too far out though, because we want you to be able to jump on this, right? And in fact, we gotta make it bigger. Gotta go 5. 5. 5. That's perfect. 5. Perfect. Okay, now this is a very crucial moment because we don't want you to bring it a little bit closer. That's good. We don't want you to just shoot up from the fan and fly away into the abyss. Okay, so we have to find the right power here. I can't wait to try this game out. Thank you, Kira. Thank you, Jay Blake. Thank you for sending that link. Hello to everyone in the stream. We don't want you to just fly into the finish line, but this is actually already pretty difficult here. Like, to make this is not going to be easy, which I'm going to make it a little bit easier, and I'll show you how. I'm going to scale this out. Oh, wrong one. I'm going to scale this out. Undo. Okay. And first of all, we can make it. Oh no, undo. Okay. We're going to scale it out that way. But scaling works like from the middle. So what we'll do is we'll do that and we'll scale it out and out. Okay. And we can copy paste that. But you know what? We're also going to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, like a 2.5. It's a beefy bridge, okay? Delete. Tell me what games you're playing while I'm working on this. Tell me what games you're playing. We don't want this to be. There you go. Copy paste that. I will have to go eat lunch at some point. We might like revisit lava, but I did want to do a full level on stream. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling in like 15 minutes, okay? I just want to finish this section, of course. So we need to scale these out more, right? I don't know why I just did that, because like I just defeated the whole purpose. I was trying to bring them out to be closer and then scale them this way. Okay, perfect. Even more, right? Even a little bit more. Okay. And oh no, then the properties changed, didn't they? We had the timing on that all right. I think I deleted one. No. Start delete is 5. Okay, so that's good. But, oh, because I copy-pasted it. Damn. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 92, 45, and this should be 5, right? 92. That's okay. I'm going to read that. I see comment. 1 second. Scale. Hello? Scale? Scale for me. One more? A little bit too much. What's this value? Scale. 2.8, 2.5, which let me just do that. 2.8, 2.5, 1.2. 2.8, 2.5, 1.2. Copy paste is going to work really well here. It does work. 2.8, 2.5, 1.2. Perfect. Okay, so this is 92.45.0 for the properties, and then this is going to be the one that's delayed. But what happened here? Why is this? Oh, that's because the X. What's the X here? 54.750. And I should also check those 0.5 and 3, 0.5 and -3. Yeah, because it's parallel to it. Okay, let's just hit play and make sure that works. So this should be coming down and the right one should be going up. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, so I jump on this, then this is gonna start to go up, but it's okay. I'm past it, and then the blower's gonna woo. Oh no, I can't stop. Why can't I stop? Hello? Maybe I have to die. I'll respawn. I'm too far in the air. Okay. Oh no, what happened? Hello? We cannot stop. F11. Stop. Stop. Okay. Well, it broke, but the good thing is, maybe some memory stuff. The good thing is we can just reload the level and it's saved in our cache. And I'll show you how to do that through the main menu after, but yes. We broke the game, but we're back. We're back. F11. Okay, I need a drink of water. Okay, this blower it was pushing us up way too high. I think the power was like a 10. So let's go with like a 5. And max distance is a 5. This is really going to be a very important part to the balancing of this midsection here. So here, it's like, I know that one's going up, so do I want to wait? Really, I should have jumped on the left, but if you want to play it safe, you do that, and then you jump here, and then you... So that's good. This will get us across, right? This will get us across, and we can run on the fan, right? But really, how do you want to finish this level here? You have to ask yourself. So you just hit a checkpoint, which I have to bring this checkpoint up higher too, because we got some verticality there. So that checkpoint's going to have to be a lot higher. The thing is, that might break things. So I might want to put the checkpoint literally like inside of the fan or something like that. But anyways, we can adjust it. Meditating while listening about on a bridge, exactly. And taking a drink while we're on a fan. A beefy bridge. It's a thick bridge. Okay, so our level design principles for balance just went out the window because we went with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sometimes you have to pick level designing. Do you want the cool name and the cool theme of Earth, Wind, and Fire? Or do you want 3 balanced, boring paths? We went for the cool one, right? That's what we did. But this path is pretty cool for Earth. It's just a lot easier. So once you shoot into the air there with the fan, We have to think of how we want to finish the level. And I think I have an idea. So that's good so far. That's good so far. Oh man, I really want to go for like crossing pendulums here, but that's not going to be easy. Like we want this to be a little bit easier because this has been a bit more of a difficult one, right? So, let's see. Good morning, good morning. We'll bring this up a little bit because we want you to be able to hit that checkpoint, right? As you go through. So that should be okay there. That's pretty high. I mean, that thing does get you pretty... The verticality is crazy. I just hit export again. But yeah, that should be okay. Okay, so this last section here, like this has been a bit of a tougher section. But the thing is, see at the beginning there, that's actually pretty fast because you don't have to stop. You don't have to stop here either, but you get a boost, right? And then a trampoline, and then these two are super difficult. Like the timing here is just a lot harder than I think this is. So as these drop bridges are coming into the air and we get you onto this, we could do that into anti-grav. I think that would work. But the anti-grav slows you down, and I kind of want you to be able to like just move into the finish here. So we can bring back ice too. I think that might be a good call to bring back ice here. Because I kind of just want you to, from the blower, you can do a couple of things. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got it. Bring this up. Okay, so here's the Earth, right? Wrong. That seems like it's pretty easy, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a little bit more challenging, but not too challenging. Not too challenging. Ice is cool. Ice is cool there. Okay, so you don't die, but you can get knocked, and that's fine. Scale this like a 3, 3, no, 2, 2, 2. Giant hammer, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Copy paste this. And the angle doesn't have to be too high. These are kind of okay. We'll go to 1, 1, 1. Now see the scale is like because we don't want it to be too hard. Let's go to like a 35, duration 2, so they're slower. Power, let's see. I don't want them to bump you too much. 175, hit play. Okay. so see, this is what's going to happen. You're going to spawn in one section. You're going to have to either go for another area. That's cool. That'll get me across. But I think I want the fan to work for a little bit less time. And then you're back on ice here. Oh, these are offset, aren't they? No, I want them to cross. So what I have to do is I have to change the timing and everything on it. Okay, right. I know what to do. I know what I have to do. I just have to copy paste and flip, basically. I like the right one. The right one's good. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I like ice there. I don't know if I like ice there. But what I'm going to do here is this. I'm going to select the hammer. No. I got to get a little bit closer up. The fan is ginormous, so delete that, select this, copy, paste it, and then I have to flip. Rotate this. 0. Sorry, 90. Play, and they should just cross now, right? Perfect, perfect. And the timing is equal. That's okay there. See, that's cheating though, right? That's cheating. That's cheating. The middle's cheating. The middle's cheating. The middle's definitely cheating. Oh man, that's not good. Oh, that's cheating. That's super cheating. Oh no, man. Okay. Balance. That's what happens when the drawbridges are too big though, right? They just give you the chance to jump onto this and then cheat through that. So you know what? I'm sorry. We got to make the end difficult here. It's just been like that left is going to take you way longer to get through than this, right? And you have to like work your obstacles there. So the left is like so like precise and you know each obstacle, and then you get here and it's like not good. So you know what? We're not going to do drawbridges there. We're not going to do drawbridge. Drawbridge is cool, but we're not going to do it. I like the idea. Let me see what I can do here. I have to really think about this. I think making it smaller might work, but also having some like air platforming and just getting rid of the dive, I think could work on this level too. But once you're in the air like that, you can just dive and finish the level. So we have to prevent that. And you know what? We're going to have to do that. So I know what we can do there. These things literally have to be huge. They have to be huge. And they're not going to be hammers either. They're going to kill you. Okay. No. This is where I need to bounce ideas off of another designer. There'll be pendulums. These are actually even crazier than axes because the bottom is thicker. So if I scale this to like a 2, these have to be huge. I know I might be exaggerating here, but like a 1, 1, 1, it's still not big enough. Because, okay, so what we can do is we can pull this into the air so that if you do land here, that works. You can literally run through. But if you try to dive through, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, okay? So you have to land. Or you die. You land or you die, okay? Just get rid. Oh, see? That's good. Let's see. Okay, you know what? This part is a little bit more difficult because you have to time it here, right? And then you get pushed up here, and then it's like, hey, if you want to dive, you can do that. But now that we have those crossing, we're going to make them faster. This is going to be super hard at the end here because this part has been a little bit easier so far. But I think we got the level and everything right. So we have to adjust the properties now. 1 Let's go like 45. Also 1 and 45. Like these should be fast. They should be fast. Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, so here you have to wait, which is good because like that section was way easier. And then you land and then you jump onto this fan and you can keep going. But hey, if you touch those, you're dead. And timing that's not going to be easy, right? So I think I might even want to increase that angle and the time. Like I want these things to be crazy. Team, I want these things to be insane. You know how insane I want them to be? I want them to go around 360 degrees. Can we do that? Like, if I put it to 360, will it go around all the way? Yes. I've actually never done that. Funny, because I use pendulums a lot because I think they're great, but I've never done that, so. That's nuts. But you're definitely not diving through now, are you? Okay, so you know what we can do? We'll change these both to 360, or we can even just do a 180. Okay, let's see what it's like with 180 and 2. Okay, enter, and then 2, and then enter. Okay, hit play. Oh my goodness, it feels like a ride at a theme park. But there's too much of a gap where you can get through. Like there's too much time. So it has to be 1 second. It has to be 1 second. And maybe 90 degrees. You should put like 4 of those spiky balls at the end. That would make it really difficult. I could do 4, yeah. Like 2 in the air, but I think these things work a little bit better as pendulums, like swinging. So we'll go to 1 and 90, and I think that should be good. And then 1 and 90. I think 45 is the right balance because it's like it's going to be harder to get through those, but that's good. But like if I do this, oh, you can still do it. The diving is really like once you get airborne here, the diving messes up a little bit. So I have to balance the amount of power that it boosts you through the air. So that's fine. We can do that. We can do that. Like this is not a lot, right? And you're not able to really go too crazy or farther. And I think that the drawbridges are causing a little bit more trouble than they're helping. But really the power on this has to be super low. Just so you can abuse the dive, right? Because the dive is a super powerful mechanic. But again, it's the drawbridge too putting me into the air there. Let's see this. 1 second. Okay, that's not high. We can adjust that to be a little bit stronger. And then I think I have to fix the drawbridges while I like them. I might have a better solution. Oh, that would actually work. That would actually work. Okay, hear me out for a second, okay? We rotate these. Okay? To be 90. Okay? We're gonna move them now. Okay, I think this works. I think this works because it's not. It might. This is where testing comes into play. Generally, it's like hey, a bridge doesn't work like that, right? But like it should go the other way. But I can just copy paste this and then set the start delay to 5 and rotate it, move it here, rotate it to 90, okay. Oh, and then we have to move it again, okay. Okay, let's see what happens. I gotta offset it, but that should be better, right? I think that's better. I think that's better. Because it's not gonna like, we're not going as crazy high into the air, and then we can give the fan a little bit more power now. So that's good. That's good. That actually works. We're going to tighten this up, but I think that works, right? So it will literally exactly. Oh no, I got to fix that. That's why that checkpoint has to be in the fan. Important to test. Start delay 5. I still want to have the same effect there, but the angle is not going to be 9 because it's like, hey, you could, yeah, you know what? If you get stuck there, maybe you just get shot into the next section. Okay, so here I should be able to just start running across. I can still kind of abuse the dive, and that's part of the problem there is the angle. So it is a bit of a problem because it's giving us like air. But what if I do that? Okay, that's interesting. So now what we can do is this, okay? Okay, I like it. We gotta drop these down, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's see. And then you have to use them to almost get on top of the fan. And we're gonna... no, that doesn't work. Okay, that's too much. It's too much. I think the start delay on that one has to be less. It has to be like a 3. Like, it needs to be... You need to be able to jump across to it. So I gotta really work with the timing here and balance that. And it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. They don't have to necessarily be offset either. Like, but they should be, because then what happens is you don't have the opportunity to cross. So let's try a 3 and then see if now 1 is always down, essentially, like almost fully down. No, see, that's not working. I have to work with the active time then, or the angle. I like the drawbridge idea, it's just, it's hard with the time and everything. One should come down and the other one goes up. But I think it's even too... Start delay 2, and the pause time is also 1 here. Okay, that should be good. No, that start delay should be 3 then. Like, that needs to be... Perfect. Almost perfect. Because, like, if I'm starting to... Like, I don't want to have to go too crazy here. So it's like half a second. It's literally like half a second. So... Then... I have to offset this by half a second using the start delay. Like 0.5 or 2.5, or is it the pause time? Maybe I set the pause time to this one to half a second. Like, one of them has to essentially operate a little bit faster, right? So it should come down. Yes. Oh no, but then that messes up. Okay. No, then that messes up the sync. So pause time also has to be a second. Okay. And then this, maybe it's 2.5, or is it 3.5? Did I have to increase it or decrease it? So this should start 3.5. It's 3.5. It's also the gravity once I get into the air at the angle that it's at. But I mean, we have the idea for now, right? So the air section's been a little bit more difficult. Lava's gonna be easier, I think, to balance. But we're gonna do a couple more things here. We're gonna move this checkpoint and we're gonna place it in the blower so that if we do die, we respawn on top of it. Okay? Because there's one right there. There's a gap in between, but that's kind of the risk of taking this section, and we're going to lower this too. Okay? Now we got to bring it further here. Okay? That's good. And we're going to make it closer rather than further. Okay? Like that. Perfect. And then this we can increase the power a little bit, like 3. I liked 2. Max distance, is that power and max distance? I have to take a look at those. It's been a while since I've used those. The power, I know it's how high it shoots you up, but the max distance, oh, I see. The max distance is how high it's going to shoot you up. So that's why that hasn't changed, but the power is like the rate at which it does. So I think 4 is nice there. We can go a little bit higher. So take this section, boom, come across. You're on the drawbridge here. Okay. And then we go to 3. Okay. Because we really just want to end up on the ice here. And like if we do try to use that height advantage to get through, those spikes are gonna like, okay, this is, the drawbridge is just too hard, right? Timing that. So we can come up with something better there. Like the, I think the time that it spends on the ground should be longer. Like you should be able to fully get across basically. But if I use this to dive, we're basically just using this to get up and over the ice, essentially. Because if we do anything else here, we should die, right? In the air there. And I'm going to bring those down a little bit. Maybe not. Now that we've handled the verticality, I think I can adjust those pendulums at the end there. But these are proving a lot more difficult than I thought. It's the speed too, I think. So we can make them go slower. That's like a big one. That should be okay. But then it's like, it stays in the air for longer, right? But that's not bad. It gives me a chance to jump across. Just at that point, you should have made it across by that point, right? So that's okay. Because it's like, let's jump onto the trampoline and say, hey, okay, this just came down, but we'll wait for this one to come down. Let's say I'm cleanly jumping onto this from when it's down, even after a second. I'm running. I should be okay. Creates enough anxiety and then gets you onto this point where it's like, hey, at that point, if you have any verticality for any reason, you just die to those. But if you want to use the ice to kind of shoot through, you can. But I feel like this is harder on this side. So we have to do something here at the end with the ice. The ice is not good. I want you to have to use the elements, but the problem with air is it's hard to make you, to force you to do that. I think the dive really makes things a little bit more difficult, but at the end here we have to do something that's not diving, because Jameson's just gonna try and dive through this. What time is it? 2 o'clock. You know what? I have to go eat lunch, but we can definitely continue this next time. Like I'll save this level in my cache, and it gives me some time to kind of revisit this. We'll basically do a part 2 of finishing this level, of finishing the wind area and then the fire area. But as you see, when you try and make things fun, you cause like a number of problems. This section might be fun, but it's a little bit more boring, right? Yeah, we can revisit this. We're gonna go eat lunch. Just I have to think of what we can do here at the end instead of ice to make it a little bit more challenging. And I think I have an idea, but again, we don't want you to be able to just jump through. So what we're going to do is we're going to do not breaking platforms, but, and no, we are going to also put this to 2 and 2 so that you have to do this. Okay. gonna add some platforming into this level. Like on this side. And the lava level, I think the lava side is gonna be kind of full of this stuff. But yeah, essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna make you have to jump across. Okay. And that's, we can set the Ys on them and everything after. But copy, bring that out here. Copy, bring this out here. Give you a couple of ways to cross, right? Okay. That's just rough for now, but just to get an idea as to what it's like to platform through. You have to wait, which I like that you have to wait, and then we can jump onto here. But yes, you can no longer just dive through, and you can skill that for sure, but it's not easy. Okay, that's good. We'll do platforming at the end there when we revisit this tomorrow. And so far, we've balanced it pretty well. Like if you do get that verticality, you just have to time it. And I don't think you can get that verticality. I lied. Okay, we'll do it in play mode. But basically, the trampoline, I think the power's got to come down a little bit. Yeah, the power definitely has to come down. And maybe we can use trampoline in lava instead. I think that might work a little bit better. And we can add something else here. I like that. I like that. Okay, we got some edits and adjustments to make, and have a think, and we'll revisit that. But yes, our next stream next week, lava. Okay, we'll come back here. We'll finish the fire we'll finish the wind section and move on to the fire section, and then we'll export that level and give it a play. And each section here will have its own turn. But the platforming there, I think, really makes it so that you can't just dive through, unless of course you hit that dive from the trampoline, which I think we can bring that power down. I just hit the lava and I died. We can bring that power down so that it's not as bad. And hey, if you want to take the safe route here, you can. If you really like air section, but you don't want to 200 on the trampoline. And also that trampoline doesn't have to stretch across, right? We want to make this a little bit hard, so. Oh, 20. No, that's not supposed to happen. It was supposed to be 200. And we're going to scale this to be like a 2, 2, 2. Okay? Scale again, 1.5. Nope. That's okay. The X and that can be 2 and 2. I think that's okay. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. And 200 is not enough, right? I think 200 is good though, because it doesn't allow you to get too high in the air. And like we do want to kind of nerf you there, you know? Because you just took a booster onto that. And now you're going to have to time the see. I want you to see that trampoline though, because you don't know where you're going off of that booster. Oh my goodness, the super jump. Super jump just breaks everything. Okay, well, we might have to ditch the trampoline idea here. The thing is, it works really well. I think I know what we can do. It just allows you to skip things if the trampoline's super cool, but just it allows you to skip things if you nail that super jump. And I do like the idea. Like, I think it's the perfect follow-up to the booster there. Again, the music stopped. We can do anti-grav. That might be good. You boost into anti-grav. Rotate that. Okay. We're going to move it, and then we're going to scale it. I do think it's a good idea, and it allows you to cross there. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you know what? We're just going to go and make it a little bit more difficult here. That's what we're going to do. Can I bring the trampoline back? Okay. Here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to scale this. Okay. We are going to make it small. Okay. But we're going to, we could do 1.5. 0.5. And the power we're going to bring down to 100. Just because the trampoline is a little bit OP right now for movement. The thing is, I can't see it, right? That's, I think, a bit of a problem. And we do want it to give you some air, but not too much. So what I'm going to do is this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to revert to my previous design idea of bringing it right there so that you can see it. Okay. And we will do this, team. You can't see it. That's the thing. I want you to be able to see it. But the thing is, if we put it below 50, then what happens is you still can't see it, right? Oh, as soon as you start to move, you can see it. Let's see what super jump is like here. Too much, too much, too much. Just allows you to skip that entire section. Okay. Okay, we might have to ditch the trampoline. We'll go with the anti-grav. We'll do it. And what we'll do is we'll scale it down so that you can't go too crazy with it, right? And bring it out. And out. A gravity. I think that's a good value. I want to test this in play mode. Gravity has been a little bit... Okay, so there you go. And you can still skip that entire section. So we have to change the gravity there. Anything that really gives you verticality here is going to be tough. Like, this isn't too bad because once you do that... Oh, air is hard to balance. Lava's going to be way easier to balance. It's just the verticality with a dive here. Let's see. Negative 0.5 was too much, right? Yeah. Okay. So, no. Negative. No, my character's stuck. Okay, at least we had a checkpoint. Okay, negative 0.8. I'll put the music back on. 8. Seven. That's okay. That's cool. You're still going to be able to dive on that side too, so I think that's better. Honestly, though, the trampoline's way cooler, right? It's way cooler. But it's a similar concept to the blower. I think this is okay, though. Let's give it like a rough run as if we were running through. So we're going to take the right here because we just want to run through. We don't want the slime. So break, break, break. It gives us enough time to get across. Then we get caught in gravity, right? After that boost. So we got to reduce the boost here too. But now that we're grounded in gravity, we can kind of wait and we're almost like fighting gravity here. So we jump here. we do this. And here at this point, you can't really dive. If you do, you might get like killed, and we're going to tune that too. But that's a little bit better. I just think that's way easier than this, right? Because like, hey, here you're clearly fighting against intentional obstacles where I jump through, I hit the checkpoint, I jump through, I hit the checkpoint. Here I have to watch the timing, and I pick a side and I jump through. It's just a lot more sophisticated, whereas that's a lot crazier. But we can work on it. We will work on it, okay? We will work on it. Like, for example, I think these platforms at the end can be braking platforms. And you don't want to die there, right? So you're going to go here. But these will definitely be breakable platforms. But we have a few adjustments to make. We've come a long way. It's been a good stream. I'm going to close out now. So what I'm going to show you is your level saves at autosave, so you don't have to save it, and you can just back out and hit OK. And the next time we access our level, we just hit load game, and Earth, Wind, and Fire is there. It's in our cache. So thank you for joining me in the creation of Earth, Wind, and Fire today. I have to go back to work, but I'm going to go eat lunch first. But it's been fun streaming with you all today. Thank you for tuning in. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Please, if you have not already, like the video, the stream. Go watch our other one too, where we show off some of our already created levels, including user created levels. And in addition to this, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers to get a custom URL. That's really going to help everyone follow us a little bit better, make it easier for them to follow us. So please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I missed a meeting. I just realized that. I was so in the zone that I missed a meeting. But no problem, Chuck. Thank you all for tuning in. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. We'll be streaming next week. Keep an eye out for when. We'll announce it in the announcements channel. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.